Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing Attack on Titan. This is Season 1, Episode 3. Last time around, we got to see, a lot of stuff. Talked about it a lot as well during the discussion. A lot of time jumps, it seemed like, in that second episode, ending with Eren and Mikasa and Armin, signing up. And they got older and they are training now and want to get out there and be able to kill some titans. So let's see what's going to happen going forward. We still have a bunch of questions. Let's see if we're going to get some answers in this one. Do you have anything you want to say before we start? Nope. Then let's do it. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for some of the shows that we're doing, including Attack on Titan. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. And here we go. A dim light in the darkness of despair. Humanity rises again. Nice.
志願しなく出身アルミン・アルレルトです。
そうか、バカみてえな名前だな。親がつけたのか。アルレルト、貴様は何しにここに来た。
人類の勝利の役に立つためです。
貴様は巨人の餌になってもらおう。3列目、後ろを向け。
What a fucking drill sergeant.
貴様は豚小屋出身、家畜以下だ。は
あ、自分は家畜以下であります。
あの恫喝には何の意味が。
通過儀礼だ。それまでの自分を否定して。
Someone's name was Samuel Lincoln Jackson. So Samuel L. Jackson. What the fuck?
憲兵団に入って内地で暮らすためです。
そうか、貴様は内地に行きたいのか。
はい。
誰が座っていいと言った。
Sorry. This is so much.
王は貴様の体なんぞ欲しくない。
This guy's fucking scary.
He's like full metal.
何をやっている。
Not allowed to eat.
サシャ・ブラウス。貴様が右手に持っているものは何だ。
ふかした芋です。
なぜ今芋を食べ出した。
冷めてしまっては元も子もないので今食べるべきだと判断しました。
なぜ貴様は芋を食べた。
それは何故人は芋を食べるのかという話でしょうか。
Everyone is just holding their breath. He's gonna share it with him?
半分どうぞ。
That was not half.
半分。
おい、あの芋女まだ走らされてるぞ。すごいな。
What?
5時間ぶっ通しか。こいつと同じ志願しなくだ。そうだったか。それはってことはよ、その日もいたよな。おい、見たことあるのか、超大型巨人。
Yeah.
ウォールマリアを破った鎧の巨人は。
So that was an armored titan. Okay.
普通の巨人に見えたな。
じゃあ普通の巨人は。みんなもう質問はよそう。
You think?
奴らをぶっ殺して。
おいおい、正気か。今お前調査兵団に入るって言ったのか。
お前は確か憲兵団に入って楽したいんだっけ。
心底怯えながらも勇敢気取ってやがるやつよりはよっぽど爽やかだと思うがな。
そりゃ俺のことか。
ダメだよ。
You what, mate?
おい、俺は別に。
Saved by the bell.
Literally.
あんたの考えを否定したいわけじゃないんだ。
俺も悪かったよ。
なあ、あんた。その
Yes.
見慣れない顔立ちだと思ったな。ついとても綺麗な黒髪だ。
Oh god, dude.
どうも。
No.
No, don't.
Just quit while you're behind.
おい、何拭ったんだお前。
What did
人との信頼だ。
What?
what? Excuse me? What the fuck happened there? It just went from just slightly weird to straight up creepy. You got food!
いやでもまず先に水を飲まないと。神様ですか。
それは芋女のためにやったのか。お前の得たものはその労力に見合ったか。まあいい。
So she's just the potato girl now?
Yeah.
こいつに貸しを作って恩に着せるためだ。
Wow.
こいつのバカさには期待できる。
Wow. Yeah. Damn.
Why are all these people horrible?
I don't know. It's a horrible world.
見ろ、全くブレがない。何をどうすればいいのか全てわかるのだろう。
Why am I not surprised by that?
何をやっているエレン・イエーガー、状態を起こせ。
なんだこれ、こんなのどうやって。
Come on, Eren. So it's not easy.
よし、今度こそできる気がする。開けてくれ、アルミ。
And ow!
こんなんじゃ奴らを根絶やしにすることなんか。
もうそんなこと目指すべきじゃない。兵士になれるかどうか判断するのはエレンじゃないから。
Okay. A lot of tough love going around.
その時は私も一緒に行くから。
Eren is gone. It's just Potato Girl. Sorry, Sasha.
つまりもらってもいいってことですか。
She's so hungry all the time.
Same.
でもさ、お前昨日力のないものは去ればいいって言ってなかったっけ。あ、違ったか。
明日にかけるしかないね。
二人は志願しなくの出身だよね。じゃあ巨人の恐ろしさも知ってるはずだ。
二人はどこの出身なの？
僕とライナーはウォールマリア南東の山奥の村出身なんだ。すぐには連絡が来なかった。何せ連絡より先に巨人が来たからね。明け方だった。君たちは彼らとは違うだろってことなんだけど、巨人の恐怖を知らずにここにいる人たち、おい、安全な内地に勤務できる憲兵団狙いで兵士を選んだ。俺は帰れなくなった故郷に帰る。君はなんで兵士に？
俺は
Same thing-ish. At least, you know, a lot of determination towards something. Because of trauma. Wow.
ベルトの調整から見直してみろ。お前ならやれるはずだ。エレン・イェーガーだったっけ？
ライナー・ブラウンだよな。
Rainer. Rainer.
Rainer. Rainer Braun.
エレン・イエーガー、覚悟はいいか。
はい、やる。俺はやる。
Come on, you can do this.
やった。できた。
Now hold it.
Don't lose your cool. Fuck.
ワグナー、イエーガーとベルトの交換をしろ。
はい。
Change belts.
装備の欠陥だ。
Oh.
貴様が使用していたベルトの金具が破損していた。新たに整備項目に加える必要があるな。
じゃああいつ壊れた装備で一時は。
Okay, he actually did really well then.
やったやったぞ。
Awesome.
どうだミカサ、巨人とも戦える。もうお前に世話を焼かれることもねえな。
これで私と離れずに済んだと思って安心してる。
グリシャ、今日お前の息子が兵士になったぞ。
Okay, so he knows his father.
Seems like it, yeah.
Interesting music towards the end there.
It's very angsty. A lot of it.
Just the like the vibe of the show, very angsty. Yeah,
In terms of the soundtrack, at least, it's very angsty.
true that.
In
true
different ways, but like with a
that. Yeah.
center theme around angsty.
And that was episode 3. Boot camp. Pretty much all the way through. Getting introduced to some more characters along the way. A lot of quirkiness going on. People helping others. Also breaking balls and being mean to each other. Yeah, it's a lot of different personalities here meshed together, and for different reasons as well, and they come from different areas, and some of them definitely have like more trauma than others. Some just want to be what was the military police so that they could get
escape from
everything and get to like the furthest away from the outer wall, so like the interior. I think they even called it. But I like the way they're doing it. It's still part of the world building at the moment for me, that we're getting to know a lot of these things and getting familiar with how they do stuff here and with the equipment. I'm curious to see them in action with all this stuff, and the whole thing about balancing and using the gear that they have. We saw just a glimpse of that in the first episode, I guess, with that like action sequence at the very beginning with some of these people from the survey call or something like that, perhaps. But it's definitely interesting no matter what. And I like that the show seems to have a distinct style about it in its storytelling, and at least getting more used to that. And I know for some people out there who maybe haven't watched a lot of anime, and I definitely haven't watched a lot. I've watched some, but not a lot. I'm getting more used to that sort of storytelling, and how intense it can be sometimes, and how quirky it can be. And
I think we're starting to build our like the base of the people we're going to follow,
like the core group, sort of deal.
So we have Bertolt and Rainer,
and then of course Eren, Mikasa, Armin.
And then we got Sasha, or Potato Girl. And I think it's been a long while since I last related so much to a character.
I thought you might relate to her just a teeny tiny bit with the food obsession, perhaps, and
also
stuff.
The way that she's just kind of blunt, in a way that she's just like, and she didn't. It did feel like she was not intimidated by him.
No, that's true. And she wasn't trying to anger him or trying to, like, she was just being very matter of fact about it, and just, I grabbed this potato, it looked nice, I'm eating it now because if it goes cold, it's not as delicious.
Legible, and then it was just a waste.
Yeah.
So
I'm just eating a potato here. And do you want some?
Yeah, exactly. And also him being like, why do you eat potatoes? And she's like, are you asking why like humans eat potatoes? And it's just like the way that she was just slightly, I don't know, but I just love that she was not, and she didn't feel like, it didn't feel like she was very intimidated by him. And she was just pretty honest, and wouldn't really suck up to him in the way that many other people were just like the classical trope, right? With military people, like, they're just screaming at you and basically trying to
smooth the edges.
Yeah, exactly. And try to make everyone very conform and everything. And I don't know, it's just I like a little bit of edge.
She certainly had some sort of edge, at least, but she didn't. It didn't even seem like, when he then apparently got very mad at her for doing the whole potato thing and sent her on that 5-hour run, it didn't seem like she was like very upset about it or
No,
anything.
she just took the punishment.
She just did it. It just happened to her, and then someone happened to bring along some food afterwards, and she definitely just jumped at that. And even inside with Mikasa, and she's like, "Can I have that piece of bread?" And yeah, I'm sure we're gonna see way more of her, and I think you're right as well with the people that we got introduced to in this one. Some of the other recruits, it's gonna be like they're gonna be part of the core group going forward with our main characters as well. And I mentioned it already, like the quirkiness, some very quirky and weird moments, especially that guy who saw Mikasa and then he got all weird about it and like tried to talk to her and didn't really do a good job of it. And then he got straight up creepy afterwards. The way he wiped his hand on that guy, and what did he say? Like
He was wiping off his trust.
His trust. So because Mikasa like kind of just brushed him off there, or didn't really respond to the way he approached her, he just lost his trust for all women, or like what the hell happened there? I don't know. That might just be some sort of humor that's not really appealing to us.
The mark
missing
here.
I don't know. It just felt a little bit off. But that can also be part of the charm sometimes. I think with this stuff is when something happens where you go like, "What the fuck was that?" Sort of a reaction.
But yeah, it was really creepy and just definitely it didn't sit well with me.
No, fair enough. But if he tries anything, I'm fairly certain Mikasa can defend herself.
Absolutely. I think she's one of the coolest and strongest people there. So.
Yeah, seems like it. We haven't seen her break or anything yet, although we sort of know that there is some trauma in her past as well.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Maybe that's why she is the way that she is. Maybe it's actually like some sort of complex PTSD or something.
Yeah, she's just buried it deep down.
No, maybe she's living through this
maybe,
a lot. Yeah. And if you remember from The Expanse, Amos, people have been talking about how Amos might actually not be a psychopath, but actually just suffer from PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these disorders, they are the way that they affect your mind is like you completely shut off your humanity in a way, or like your empathy. It's very hard for you to feel
for other people.
Yeah, in a way, or like
yeah.
Some people can become very
cold and distant.
Yeah, exactly. And almost like nihilistic, or apathetic almost.
Yeah. We definitely see that with someone like Amos. Yeah, that's a good comparison, and I can see that with Mikasa as well. Also, got that same sort of loyalty there, where the person is protecting someone else, and she's protecting Eren the way Amos was protecting Naomi for a long while. Sorry if you haven't watched The Expanse, and we're sort of spoiling stuff here. I don't think it's really big spoilers or anything. It's like you get introduced to those characters in the first episode, and you kind of figure out, oh, that's how it is, pretty early on. But yeah, she's one hell of an interesting character. I can't wait to learn more about her, and some of the others as well.
But another thing that didn't sit well with me, it was a lot of this, and I know it's just like a product of like circumstance and like the whole, but people are so mean to each other, like, or they are very selfish in a way, and at least that guy was just being straight honest and saying, yeah, of course I want to be away from everything. I want to be in the innermost walls, because I perhaps I can actually be safe.
Yeah,
and
true.
Like that was very cool that he at least was honest about it. But I just it really, this selfishness was like the only reason you should be kind to others is so that you have some sort of advantage over them. Or like you have some sort of leverage or something.
Yeah, now they owe you a favor.
So. Yeah, so you can use that. And I just think that's just so it doesn't sit well with me. And also in the way that Mikasa was saying that, well, the reason why he was while Eren was so happy was because then they were not separated, and therefore he could be safe with them. Like it almost felt like she was annoyed.
Yeah, or she just keeps alluding to how he's just not strong enough, and she
Yeah.
needs to be there to protect him. Like he can't do anything. Independently, yeah, by his own. I hope she's wrong. Like, and I certainly have a feeling that he is gonna become stronger and stronger and stronger. Now, like his will to do things and his determinedness is like it's very very strong.
Yeah.
And it was a nice little twist towards the end that he was actually able to do the whole balancing thing, and it was because of faulty equipment. Perhaps I have a feeling that might not have been the case, and it maybe was the instructor.
No, but you did see that.
I know that we saw it, but that could just as easily have been him who did something, and it might have been like he just wanted him to be more confident, and he did it as a just switch belt with this guy. Oh, that's why you couldn't do it. It was faulty equipment. You're actually awesome at this. And then there are no more doubts inside of Eren's head. And it's like, oh yeah, of course I can do this. Sort of a deal. So it was more of a mental thing, and the instructor saw that. Maybe I'm just giving way too much credit to the instructor, and it actually was faulty equipment. It probably was, but I thought that might have been.
Yeah, so I have two thoughts about that, because and contradictory at that as well, because he did say, did he say Drisha or Drishu or Drushi or something?
What?
So he said a name.
Oh, and okay.
And your son has become, or is becoming a soldier or something like that. So maybe he actually did do the thing that you said on purpose.
Yes.
But then he also said that it was good to know about this faulty equipment thing, because it felt like it was okay, so we have to write this down, we have to take notes, because they're still figuring out what kind of problems can we run into, like, make some sort of like troubleshooting thing.
Yeah.
It
equipment wise, other stuff.
Equipment wise, like tactics.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Stuff,
strategic, all this stuff.
Mm.
And I think it's kind of cool if it is this way, like they're learning. It's almost like it's not a scientific experiment, but it's a bit like that, where you have a certain way that you just like, okay, I'm trying this and I'm looking at the outcome, and then we're just bettering the protocol as we go along.
Small tweaks here and there. All
exactly,
the way,
and trying to be aware of problems.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Could also be a foreshadowing of what's to come. I don't know.
True. Yeah. As you said, two different approaches that kind of goes in opposite directions, pretty much. But yeah, if it wasn't faulty equipment, and he was just trying to build Eren up, wording, and he mentioned his father. So
was it the father?
I think it was, because he said your son is blah blah blah.
So he could easily have known the mother.
But I'm pretty sure the mother's name was Carla or something.
Oh yeah, okay, sure, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Sorry.
And it might also be, I don't know if it's common knowledge, but it's some people might know about the fact that Eren did lose his mother at this point, because it's been a little while. But anywho, my mind is kind of scrambled now. It's been a few long-ish days. So if you don't have anything else, then all right. That's going to do it for this reaction and review of Attack on Titan, Season 1, Episode 3. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and we'll see you as soon as possible. Bye.
Bye.